Okay, ma'am. You are
Okay.
live.
Hey, hey.
Can you
Maps
see the
on.
screen?
Mhm. I can see
Okay.
it. My internet ain't that good.
Okay.
You already know. It's the ship internet, so maybe if I open the door a little bit. Because it's okay. I open the door a little bit so I can get the signal.
Oh, okay. It must be daylight there.
You know, in the wintertime, I mean, in the summertime, it don't get dark here.
At all.
Because of the tilt of the Earth's axis. It
Oh,
get dusk. It don't get all the way dark.
dark. Oh, that's cool. That's
Mhm.
neat. Hey y'all come on in,
Hey,
hit the like
hey, hey,
button.
y'all.
Y'all see I had to go and drag up the cat.
Oh, I'm a cat today. Better than a duck, I mean.
Had to go get her.
Hey,
Hey
y'all.
Meeks. Meeks says hi ladies in chat. Hey
Hey,
red
hey.
blonde
Oh, it's
chick.
still
She
going
just
low. I don't know. Can you see me still?
uh-huh.
Okay. It's just giving me a low signal. It's
Oh.
okay.
Hey, red blonde chick. She says,
Hey,
hey,
hey.
y'all.
Hey.
Hey, Vincent. Vincent says, ah, yeah, greetings.
Hey,
Me
hey. Hey,
laughing. Hey, T. T says, hello to everyone.
hey,
Y'all
hey.
come on in and hit the like button.
Like,
Make sure you share the video. And Tangy is on the boat.
yeah, I'm on the boat. So, see, we're supposed to be pulling off soon. I think it's 4:30, 5 o'clock. I don't know. It's like,
Hey, Stephanie.
hey, hey.
Stephanie says, hey. Meek says, oh, wait a minute. I'm getting X points for chatting. Oh,
Oh,
really?
let me
Okay, that's
check
something
this.
different. Maybe that's something new that they done rolled out. I don't see
Oh,
anything, Meeks, but we on StreamYard, so maybe if I go
mm-hmm.
over to YouTube, I might be able to see. I don't
They
know though.
must have went whale watching on that little bitty boat. Mm-mm. And it look like it's about 30 of them. Mm-mm. Okay, sorry.
Hey
I'm not here
y'all come on
destructive
in,
here.
hit the like button. We are live.
Hey, hey. Y'all
And we
come
will
on
be
in,
talking
come on
about some
in.
non-phone jobs today.
Okay, now I can hear.
Oh, you can hear now? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she said it's top fan points. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well,
okay.
it must be something new.
Yeah, let's see.
I know a couple of days ago somebody said they had like a crown or something by their
Oh,
name. So,
yeah, I remember that.
so I don't know, girl. Who knows? Hey Monique, she says hello. How are you all doing?
Hey,
Like and shared. Thank
thank
you,
you.
Queen.
I'm doing good. Good.
Happy Hump Day, everybody.
Happy hump day. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great.
Thank you, Queen, for the 199.
Oh,
Mrs.
thank you,
Star.
Queen.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Hey, Leonica. She says, hey, Tanika. Happy Wednesday. Like and
Hey,
share.
hey,
And hey,
hey.
everyone in the chat. Hey, hey, hey. Me says, I have the crown. I currently have
Oh,
the number one crown. Okay,
all right, baby. Go
Queen.
ahead, Queen.
Me says, hey, Leonica. Kay says, hey, everyone. Hey, Kay.
Hey.
Me says, we're battling for this crown today. Leonica says, hey, Meeks, how are you, sis? So does everybody not have a crown?
I wonder how that works. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
I think it has something to do with whoever is like commenting a lot in the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm. But I could be wrong.
Oh, I
I
didn't
most
know.
definitely can be wrong.
Mm.
Leonica says the crown just means who is most active in the chat, so it does a little leaderboard. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you for the update, Leonica.
Thank you, Leonica.
Meek says, I'm good. She's on fancy hands making some calls. She says, how are
Okay.
you, Leonica? Get it, Meeks?
All right, Lex.
And for those of you that are not familiar with this side hustle that Queen Meeks Adorable is doing, this one is for the virtual assistant. A good egg to get in your basket. So I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
go and find the link and drop it here in the chat. Yeah. Well, I thought I was going to go and find it.
You want me to find it? I think. Let's see.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. So if anybody here is interested in this side hustle that Queen Meeks is doing, the link is in the chat. Y'all go ahead and sign up to that one. Hey, Queen Karen. Hey, Teresa. Teresa says, hey, everybody. Um,
Hey, hey. Hey, Teresa.
Leonica says, I'm doing good. Had a long day today. My 8-year-old had surgery this morning. Had to get his tonsils and some adenoids removed, but surgery was successful. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Praying for him.
Hey, Miss Countess. She says, hello, ladies. Me says, my 3-year-old just had that surgery as well. I'm glad it went well. She doesn't snore anymore. Oh.
Okay.
Y'all come on in and hit the like button. And make sure you share the video. So we will be talking about 5 non-phone remote jobs. And these are those listening to phone call companies.
Mm-hmm.
Leonica says his tonsils were very swollen and caused him to hardly breathe to where he gasped for air. So he had to get
Oh.
it done. Oh,
Mm.
sorry to hear that, Leonica, but I'm glad he's
Wow.
okay. Meek says, I've been making
Mm.
calls all day. Yesterday I did mostly spreadsheets. Okay.
Wow, okay. I love me some
Is
spreadsheet.
is Fancy Hands, are they busy, Meeks? Leonica says, I'm glad that everything went great, Meeks. Teresa says, thank God for a successful surgery for your little
Mm-hmm.
one, Leonica. And she says, thanks so much, Teresa. Happy hump day, everybody. Y'all come
Yeah.
on in.
Yeah, let's see if I get my notification. I didn't get my notification today.
Girl, you know how they do us.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
didn't get it today.
sometime.
Yeah, I didn't get
Leonica
it
says,
today.
spent a whole work shift at the hospital this morning from 6 a.m. to 2:40 p.m., but it
Ooh.
was well worth it because now my son no longer has to suffer with
Mm-hmm.
that. Yep, it's
I know
done and
that's
out
right.
and over.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ellie. She says, hey,
Hey,
Teacher
hey.
Sam. It's been a while, and how is everyone?
We're great,
We
Queen. How about yourself?
we are great, Queen. How are you? Meek says, I'm glad he's okay now. It can be scary when their airway starts closing.
Mm-hmm.
And Leonica said, with so many babies getting surgery
Oh,
today, I can
yeah.
imagine. Hey, Queen Sonia. She
Hey,
says, good
hey.
evening, everyone. Liked and shared. Leonica says, thanks, sis. And yes, very scary at Meeks.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Happy hump day, y'all. Come on
happy
in,
hump
hit the like
day.
button.
Gonna wait for a few more people to get in.
Y'all see, I had to drag Tan kicking and screaming, but she got on her today.
I'm gonna let you have that one today.
Woo!
I'm gonna let you have that one today. I did not kick and scream. I'll say
You didn't kick
that.
and scream. Yes, you did. Me says it's not busy. I gotta stay refreshing my screen. If I want to
Oh,
make a
okay.
little money since it's first come. Yeah, first serve.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Yep.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Nix, it wasn't that funny. Carol just wants y'all to laugh. I did not kick and scream. Maybe resisted a little bit, but kick and scream.
uh,
Nah, that's so
hmm
juvenile. That is so
Teresa said,
juvenile.
"You still on the crew?" Yep, she's still on there,
Yeah,
Teresa.
yeah.
That's why I had to make her calm, kicking and screaming.
That's
Yeah, she
not
on the crew.
true. I'm still on here. I
Need to
want
cruise
you.
her way on back to this house. Not finna play with you.
You gonna let me enjoy my birthday?
Not yet. That ain't till the 21st.
I'll
You
be
still
back.
got 4 more days left.
Mhm.
Thank you, Ellie. Ellie, she says, liked and shared. Just get back from vacation thanks to the side
See,
hustle.
Queen, yes,
All right,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
girl.
Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. People don't think you can do things with these side hustles, but y'all be making believers out of them. Y'all really do.
Teresa said,
It's,
I see you have on that
yeah, yeah.
Seattle
So I got these made for the people who were
Sitka.
going the trips on the trip with us. I guess I can put it up here now. So this is all the places that we are going. Today we're in Sitka. Tomorrow we're going to Skagway. Then we're going to go to some glaciers. We'll end up in Juneau, I think, on Friday, and then we'll no on Saturday, and then we'll go to Canada on Sunday. And Monday I'll come back. Yeah,
Leonica says, hope you enjoying yourself, Tam.
I am. It's really nice. It's not usually I go to the Caribbean. We'll go on cruises to the Caribbean and Mexico. And it's totally different than that. And I really like it. It's really laid back. It's not up. Everything is not firing off like everybody don't want to go party like on the ships to the Caribbean. Everybody drunk, want to go party. That's not like that. So it's really cool. It's cool. So I like it. I like it.
Oh.
And I got on this thing today that took you 300 feet above the ship and moved you out over the water and moved you back.
Oh, I bet that was scary.
It was fun. You know, I
See,
like
you like
stuff
all
like
that little
that.
daredevil stuff. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Hey,
but it's
Shacy.
it's cool. It's not. We thought I went and bought a jacket and everything last night. Girl, I spent $70 on a jacket because I didn't bring a heavy jacket with fur on the inside. So I was like, oh, I need that. So later I was like, oh, I need a jacket because I know I'm gonna be cold tomorrow because you know I stay cold. So why would I want to come here? I had no idea. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Why?
so today we got off the ship. I had on long sleeves. I had on a shirt under this t-shirt, and it was like 60 something. It was really nice. It was really nice. It's still nice. It's just it's got a little chilly.
Hey,
Mhm.
Shacy. She says,
Hey.
hey, Carl and Tan, liked and shared. Thank
Mhm.
you. Teresa says, awesome, Tan. Leonica says, hey,
Mhm.
Shacy. Hey,
Hey,
Miata. She says, hey, everyone.
hey, Queen.
Shacy says, hey, Leonica. Me says, no, ma'am. My soul would be screaming the whole time.
And you know what, Mix? I thought so too, because I'm the one that has the heater on in the summertime at home. I am that one. But it's actually not that bad. They said it gets like 60, 60, no, nothing over 70 degrees. And it's really not that bad. It's not. This morning it was really cold, but when I got up, it was really cold, but not now. I got this blanket on because I'm sitting out here. But if y'all were walking, it wouldn't be cold. Yeah.
Teresa says Alaska does not really get warm even in the
Mm-mm,
summer.
no.
Hmm.
But it's pleasant. It's pleasant. This is an island. They only have two grocery stores. They still have a Radio Shack.
They do?
And mhm, mhm.
Wow.
And they have no Walmart or no chain stores, nothing. They got like two little grocery stores and just a bunch of little shops. But it's a neat little place. They got like the first, Alaska used to be owned by Russia, so a lot of Russian stuff. Still, the and the
Oh,
mountains are pretty. So, but yeah, it's really neat. Yeah. And people like build houses on these tiny little islands around here, so they have to catch a boat to this island to even get to the store. Like,
mhm.
no. Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, Teresa, it is. It is. It's a little
Little
hippie
hippie
town
town.
here. That's what I think of it. Yeah, I think of it is.
Hey, Crafty Diva. She says hi from Indianapolis.
Hey,
Indianapolis
hey,
is in the
Queen.
building. Hey, Autism Mommy. She says happy Wednesday. Show some love by liking and sharing this
Thank
video.
you,
Thank you, Queen.
Queen.
Leonica says, hey, Autism Mommy. Meek says, yes, take all the Walmarts.
There's no
Hey,
Targets here. There's
Sunshine.
nothing. Nothing.
Stacy says, Teresa, that sounds so cool. Shay says,
Mhm.
glad your son's surgery was successful, Leonica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
She says, it really was, Stacy.
yeah, but the
Stacy
only
says,
way you can get here is by boat. You can't like there's no road here. And
right.
it's like but by geographic mass, like area, this is
Hmm.
the biggest city in the United States. Like because it's a city, this is the biggest city in the United States by geographic region because of the size of it. But it's only
Mm.
8,000 people that live here.
Wow, that's real small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Stacy says, Ellie, Ellie, that's what's up. She says, vacate from the side hustles.
yes, streams of income.
Me says, Target can go too. You so funny, me. Leonica says, thanks, Shacy. Karima, hey, Queen. She says, liked and
Hey, Queen.
shared. Autism Mom says, hey, Leonica, how are you? Hey, Queen Lillian. She says, hey, family.
Hey,
Leonica
hey.
says, I am doing great, Autism Mommy. Been a long day for me. My son had surgery this morning. Stacy says, liked and shared as always. Thank you, Queen. Leonica says, hey, Lillian. Me says, see, now I can't do that. I'll take the
Mm,
call.
say me neither. But
Not
that's the
take the
only.
call, Queen.
Mhm. I was talking to. We went into this furrier place. They had like all kind of furs and animals, furs and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I asked the lady at work here. I was like, "Are you from here?" And she was like, "No, she was from Portland, Oregon." And her boyfriend, he got a job building onto the hospital here. So that's why they're here. And she said they'll probably go to like Anchorage after this. But it was a black girl that was there, and she said that they moved her from Minneapolis here because she's a furrier expert. And so they moved her here. Her job moved her here. I was like, they didn't have nowhere else they can move you. Nowhere. But she's a furrier. And that's her job. So I guess, I mean, I don't know. But she said they do a lot of Amazon, a lot of Amazon. And I did get to see Amazon headquarters the other day.
Okay.
They got like this big solarium inside of it with nothing but plants. And girl,
Mm-hmm.
how about like they own, and I know this ain't got nothing to do with work at home jobs, y'all, but you the interesting stuff you hear riding with these people that take your place. The guy said that they own 20% of downtown Seattle and they buy the apartment buildings to rent out for their employees. Where they rent out the apartment buildings for their employees. So I thought
Employees.
that was nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
And they can bring their dog and their kids to work.
Wow.
Their dog and the kids. I was like,
Teresa says,
wow.
"Hey, Lillian." Hey, Kai. She says, "Hello, ladies." Hey, Blue
hmm
Phoenix. She says, "Hey, everybody." Teresa says, "Hey,
Yeah.
Kai." Leonica says, "Did you all see my comment I posted about the money I made on the apps? Maybe YouTube not posting it. Wrote it 3 times. Nope, we have not seen it, Queen.
Mm-mm.
Retype it, Leonica." Autism Mom said, "Leonica sending prayers that he has a speedy recovery." And Kai says, "Hi, Teresa." It may be K. I may be saying it wrong. Lillian says, "Happy Wednesday to everyone." Leonica says, "Thanks so much, Autism Mommy." Stacy says, "Leonica, I would love to hear more and celebrate your success." Right on. She says, "I am posting it, but I don't think it's showing, Stacy." Nope,
Mm. It's
it's
not.
not coming up.
Mm.
Lillian says, "Glad the surgery went well, Leonica." Meek says, "Oh, wow. That's nice." Stacy says, "My first real work from home was customer service for Amazon when they had just gotten the virtual contact center
Oh,
or
okay.
VCC started going good." Laugh out
I
loud.
remember that. I remember. During COVID. Well, a
Meek
little
says,
bit
"They can
before
hire
COVID.
me." Teresa said, "You should have told me you were in Seattle, Tan. I would have drove down to see
Oh,
you. Only 45 minutes."
oh
Okay.
wow, Teresa. I did not know. And when we come
Yeah.
back on Monday, we're going straight to the airport. But next time, because my husband has family actually in Seattle. So we've been that was our second time in Seattle. So we'll come back eventually. So next time we come back, I will definitely, definitely, definitely look you up. Have dinner or something.
Leonica said, "Thanks so much, Lillian." Hey, Keandra. She says, "Hello, ladies and everyone." Lillian says, "Don't forget our t-shirts, Tan."
Okay. Well, I have to buy one for my favorite YouTube viewer. I'm sorry, her birthday was yesterday. So
Yeah,
happy belated birthday to
my
my
little
favorite
tiny roommate.
YouTube
That's what you talking
viewer.
about, y'all.
Okay. And I got something for you. So
Well, I
tell
will
Auntie
most
Sarah.
definitely let her know, honey. Cause she
So
sure
if
was
you are
around here
watching,
saying, "Call such
happy
and such,
birthday.
see what they got for me."
Happy birthday.
Hmm. Me says YouTube is eating up some of my comments as well. Lord have mercy. She said, and that black screen is back. Oh wow.
No, Lord.
Okay, so I see it now, Leonica. So let's put it up. She has 556 on Just Play, 310 on Prime Opinion, cashed out 122 in Amazon gift card so far on Best Play, and $43 on the Benjamin app. All right, girl. Congratulations. Hey, Antoinette. She says, "Hey, I'm back. Welcome back, Queen." Leonica says, "I think I posted it this time." Stacy says, "That Amazon phone job like to kick my booty." Was it that bad, Queen? It is too funny. Tamika
Mhm.
says, "Hello, everyone." Leonica says, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Meeks." Stacy says, "Way to go." Teresa says, "I'll probably make it to Tennessee before that."
That's a long flight, Teresa. That is a long flight for me. It was we went to Chicago. Then it's like 4 hours and 30 minutes from Chicago. So it's long.
Stacy says, "Way to go, Leonica." Leonica says, "Thanks, Stacy." Antoinette, girl, what kind of collab you trying to do with Tan on the resume? Are you trying to ask her questions about the resume? because she does the live stream videos
Yeah.
on resumes. Meek says, "Ah, happy birthday, tiny roommate." Right. Meet the Wooder says, "Hello, ladies. Hello." So Antoinette, let Tan know she's on here now. Leonica says, "Thanks, Tan and Carl." Me says, "Congrats, Leonica." Stacy says, "It was hectic to make it family friendly," saying it laugh,
Yes.
laugh out
Yes. I
loud.
get it. We get it.
LCE says, "Hi, ladies. Are there any quick hire non-phone or maybe jobs that don't mind background noise? Laugh out loud." I would say look at RWS Group,
Yeah.
OCE, but they are state specific. Some of the projects are, and they do hire quick. No interview, but you will have to take and pass their assessment. So I'll put their link here if you want to just kind of look to see what they are hiring for. Somebody here on the live stream Sunday was hired with this company. Leonica says, "Thanks, sis Meeks." Hey, King Xavier, how are you? He says, "Hello, Tan and Carl."
Hey.
He says, "Sharing this video 2 times. Thank you."
Thank you.
OCU says, "Thank you." Okay, Xavier. So Xavier, he started his Fiverr. So he's gonna be like a friend on Fiverr.
Oh, okay. Like
Like the people pay for like
yeah.
coaching,
Right.
advice. So he started his Fiverr. I was talking to him the other
Okay.
day on the stream about it. So
Uh,
Xavier,
That's one of the
congrats.
things Carol says. Use your own talent as a
That's
side
what we was
hustle.
talking
So
about.
congratulations, Xavier.
Antoinette says, "Yes, you advised me to watch her live and says she is the best at enhancement. I'm eager to use her advice and tips to make my resume work from home
Mhm.
friendly."
Yep. I have done several lives on this channel, but we had to remove them. I am going.
You did one the other day. I think Tan internet done went out, y'all. Let's see. Tan.
It's been. Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're finna get ready to leave. But I'll do another one when I return, but I'll put the videos back on when I return home. I did one, it was short. Um, and yes, I do a lot of resume enhancement. I teach a lot about how to do your own resume. I don't do resumes. I've never done well, I've done it for friends and family, but I don't do resumes. So I do teach individuals online. So maybe I'll do a resume live when I return, and you can come on. And if you have any questions or need specific help, you can ask then. I don't mind. Ask people come on all the time and ask specific questions. That is why we do the resume lives. So if you have specific questions and you need help specifically, I'll announce when I do a resume live again, and you can come on and ask your specific questions, and we can even talk about your specific question. So I hope that helps.
Teresa says, "Congrats, Xavier." Jay Rena, she says, "Hey, ladies, long time no see. I'm glad to be back with you all." Well, welcome back, Queen. Xavier says, "Thanks, y'all. I'm friendly and respectful." Meek says, "All the best, Xavier." He says, "I
Yes.
appreciate the love."
Oh,
Leonica says,
you're
"Welcome
welcome.
in, Jay Rena." Lillian says, "Congrats, Xavier." Meek says she still froze. Thank you, Xavier. He says, "I shared this video publicly on my page." Jay Rena,
Thank
she says,
you.
"Thanks, Leonica." Antoinette says, absolutely. Thanks so much. I look forward to attending. Enjoy your trip. Safe travels.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Xavier says, thanks and thanks again. I don't know, Xavier, if they will let you put the link here, but if you email us the link, so if you email it now, I can put it here. So email us the link to the Fiverr. Hang on. Send it to the two chicks email. And then I can go and get it and post it here if you have your profile up and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Put it there, Xavier, and I can post it here. But yeah, Fiverr is a good website for those of you that
Yep.
want to start your own side hustle. Now, we talk about side gigs and side hustles here on these streams, on these videos, but Fiverr, we don't really touch on Fiverr a whole lot. We've talked about it before, but I'm going to say it again. So, Fiverr is a website. If you have like an interest in web design, if you know how to
Anything.
create websites, if you know how to sing, if you know how to be a friend, if you know how to give advice, if you know how to make thumbnails, and the list just goes on and on, you can go over to Fiverr, create an account for free, and you can make money off of your own talents and your own skill set.
Mm-hmm.
So Xavier decided to go over there and become a friend. But hey, when I looked over there was somebody over there that had around, what was it, 30, 35 reviews. So if you kind of look
Mm-hmm.
at the money that this person is generating in, I mean, hey, it's some good income.
And you never know until you try.
And you can pretty much charge whatever
Mm-hmm.
you want to charge. You can look at, the competition and see what they're doing. I'm not saying go and do exactly the same thing, but this person had like, I think it was like $30 for 60 minutes or something like that, video or something like that, video chat, phone chat, or just texting and emailing chat. So y'all may want to go take a look at Fiverr.
Mm-hmm.
And
Definitely.
again, if you can sing, people are over here singing happy birthday and making $15 and $20 just to
Mm-hmm.
sing happy birthday. If you know how to do voiceovers, you can do voiceovers.
And
If
just
you
about
know,
think about that, when people, those stars were doing those live videos on Cameo, making extra money like that. Remember that during
I
the
remember
pandemic,
that.
when the
Mm-hmm.
celebrities were doing those
Yeah.
Cameo videos, it's nothing different. So they use that, and these are celebrities. Um, uh, so just think about it. You could be doing the same thing. No, you're not a celebrity, but if you want to be a friend, if you want to sing, if those are good things that you can do, just like Xavier's doing. Use your talent. And maybe it won't generate you anything to start off with. One person will sell two, two will sell three, three will sell four. So
Leonica says, you're welcome, Jay Rena. Teresa says, have you got any friends yet, Xavier? Paula Lonnie says, hey there, Carol and Tan and Chad. Hope all is
hey,
well.
hey.
Happy early birthday, Tan. Liked and shared.
Mhm.
Hey, Queen Tanya. She says, hey, everyone. Liked and shared.
Hey,
Xavier says he has made 1,000 on branded. All
all
right,
right.
Xavier. He said, don't give up. Congratulations. Xavier says, don't give up, y'all. Now,
No, you
if
can't.
branded is a survey site.
Hmm.
So if you are looking to do surveys, play games, test products, take a look at the side hustle list. And branded is number, let me see, number 8.
I was gonna say number 6, but it's not.
No. Xavier says many ways to make money on branded. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Queen J Renner, she says she just applied for a hotel planner. All right, Queen.
All
I
right.
dropped the video on hotel planner yesterday on the 2.0 channel. So if you guys missed it, I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna stick it here in the chat. Hang on one
Mhm.
second. And if you are not subscribed to our second channel, make sure you guys hop on over here. Check us out on this channel. We are dropping videos over there every day. In fact, I dropped a part-time data entry, no experience video on the channel today. So if you are looking for the data entry part-time jobs, we have them. Come on over here and subscribe. Now this is hotel planner. Hey Cheryl, she says hello, Carol and Tan, and she says enjoy your vacation, Tan.
Oh, thank you.
So I just put a link in the chat for hotel planner, and now I'm going to drop a link in here for the part-time data entry. So part-time data entry, no phone, no experience. This one is state specific, but they do hire in a lot of states. They also send equipment. So if you are looking for, again, no phone, no experience, part-time data entry job, the company will provide equipment. The pay is $15 an hour. Jay Renner, she says, thanks for the lead. Keep us posted, Queen. And you're welcome. Leonica says, hey, Polo Lonnie.
Oh,
Hey, Queen Wilkerson. She says, hey,
hey,
ladies.
hey.
Liked and shared. Happy early birthday, Tan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Stacy says, you might be the next celebrity after you get your Fiverr side hustle going. Hey, never
Yeah.
know. Never know. David says, nope, he doesn't have any friends yet on Fiverr.
You get some. Just consistency.
Yeah. Leonica says, hey, my Wilkinson. Ololani says, it's been a while since I've been here, but I did my live on Facebook and it was awesome.
All
Okay.
right.
All right,
I
girl. She
remember
says,
she
I had
saying
my
it.
niece with me. We
Okay, I
made
remember
a
she
great
said it.
team, so I think her and I are going to start going live. All right,
All
Ololani.
right. I think
Congrats.
when she said she was scared to go live, that was her. When we were talking before, she said she was scared to go live. She didn't know. Was that Polo Lonnie? I think
I
so.
think it was. I think that was Polo
Mhm.
Lonnie. I ain't sure.
Mhm.
Well,
I think
congrats,
so.
Queen.
Congratulations, Queen. This is a while ago.
Meek says, I almost forgot about Branded. I got to get back over there. Okay, Queen.
Hmm.
Polo Lonnie says, hi, Leonica. And OCE, she has a question, Xavier. She says, did you make that in a month's time on Branded? And she says, congratulations. And Leonica, she says, Carol, may you post the links to the website for the lonely men. Yep,
I
I got it
posted.
right here,
I
Queen.
posted them already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Hmm. Oh, you posted again. Okay. I posted it already.
Autism Mom says, do you guys have any more team lead positions?
There's
Looks like
some
I
are
saw
probably
one
on the.
today, Autism Mommy, and I can't think of who the company is. Let me check. Hang on one second. Because I think I
Let's
did
see.
post it, but let me see.
Let's see if I can search team lead on the blog. It's a lot of times.
I think I had one today, and I don't think they required experience. Let me see. Hang on.
Okay. What's today? The 15th? No. Is the day the 15th?
16.
Okay, here one. And one. Let me see. I'm just going off the blog and just
So did you find
seeing.
one?
Yeah, I'm looking. Hold on. I search for team lead and I'm just trying to see. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm searching.
Looked like I saw one today somewhere.
Here another one. Hold on. Those two.
No, you know what? It wasn't a team lead. It was, well, yes, it was. It was a lead position with the company. And it wasn't yesterday. It was a few days ago. It was with the company called ABC Legal. They have a e-filing lead where you are helping to process and file legal documents and train team members. And I don't think you need the experience for this one either. Let me see if they still hiring.
I saw those two. Let's see but I continue to look.
Did you try like manager or management, something like that?
Unless
You
I'm
know,
saying.
sometimes it
Mm-hmm.
may not say lead, it may say manager. Yep, I think this one's still hiring. So try this on Autism Mama. This is ABC Legal. They have a e-filing lead position. You don't have to have experience. And I think they might be state specific. I'm not 100% sure. But the pay is like 43 to 53. And it says no experience necessary. If you have filing experience, that's a plus, but you don't have to have it in order to apply. Xavier says, anyone want to ask me, please feel free. Me says, I love the branded focus group, super easy and pays well. My Wilkerson says, hey, Leonica. Veronica says, hi, Queens and Kings. Hey, Veronica. Hey,
Hey,
Steffi. Steffi says, hello, Queens and Kings. Jay Renner says, subscribe yesterday and went right over there. Okay, well, welcome, Queen.
hey,
Veronica says, hi, Carol and Tan.
hey.
Jay Renner says, enjoy Tan, safe travels.
Oh, thank you.
Leonica says,
Let's
hello,
see.
Veronica. Steffi says, Tan, you are so cool. Enjoy that fabulous vacay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. What to say.
Uh, hey, El Dot, girl, I'm passed all by
Hey,
you. The screen just jumping. So let me go back. Teresa says, hey, El Dot. El Dot says, hey, Chad, how's everyone? She says, how are you doing? Two chicks with a side hustle. We are great.
hey,
Queen, how
hey,
are you? Hey, Ellen. Queen Ellen is here. She says, hi, Carol and Tana, everyone. Happy
hey, hey.
Wednesday.
Hello.
Eldon says, hey, chat, and how's everyone?
Hey, hey.
I don't skip. Veronica says, has anyone ever had an interview with an AI?
Mm, no.
Um,
Mm, Um, no. I
mm-mm.
wonder how. I know people do one-way interviews, but that's not. I don't know if that would be the same. You think that would be the same?
I don't know.
Mm.
Yep, this thing just jumped so far ahead. So let me scroll back up. So Veronica says, "Hi, Leonica." Xavier says, "Happy birthday, Tan." He says, "I rap too." Veronica says, "Nice polo, Lonnie." Lillian says, "Liked and share." Xavier says, "Congratulations. Ask away." Naya says, "Peace, Queens. I can't thank you both enough. I'm making 400 a month with Prolific and apping from my Chromebook, saving for my laptop. Thanks, y'all."
All right. Congrats, Queen. Congrats.
Congratulations on that 400 a month. That's great.
Yes.
Some good side hustle money. So Prolific is on the list, kings and queens. Get on the wait list, number 15. And while you're on here, look at number 16 also. So 15 and 16, Prolific and Cloud Research Connect. Link is in the chat. Polo London says, "Thank you. I was nervous. I remember Kara saying she wanted to watch. I have the video and I'm going to post it on YouTube." Okay. She says, "I'll let you know when I do that and you all can watch it." All right, Queen.
Oh, thank you.
So, Polo London, if you have a YouTube channel and you want to put it here so that we can shout it out, please do so. If you're ready to get some subscribers. Leonica says, "Thanks, Carol." Elda says, "Ladies, I love that you are back on." Ah, thank you,
Oh, thank you,
Elda.
Ella.
Elda says, "Hey to the chat." She says, "How's everyone?" Stephanie says, "You both are so smart and so cool. That's why the haters be hate." Ah, thank you,
Oh, thank you.
Stephanie. Thank you. Teresa says, "Hey, Eldad." Xavier says, "Started out taking surveys 3 times a day. It took me 3 months to make some money." He says,
You
"The
see?
secret is to invite at least 5 people that you know, and you can make money from referrals." All right,
All
Xavier.
right. Yeah, all right. And that's a
That's the
different
tip. That's the
strategy.
same thing WG said. He
He didn't
said,
say about the inviting people, but he
"Yes,
said
he
do
did.
the so.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
He mentioned
oh,
that.
I didn't remember.
Hmm
Oh, I didn't remember
Remember,
that.
he said he was going on Facebook and he was posting in them groups.
You right. You right. You right. You right. I remember now.
So Xavier was
Okay.
listening and took his
Okay.
advice. Now look
All
at
right.
Xavier. All right, King. Go ahead with the $1,000.
Yes.
So Kay, she says on Fiverr, "How do you advertise to be a friend?" You have to sign up, Queen. You have to
Mhm.
go and sign up. So I'm gonna put the link here. If you scroll to the bottom of their website, you'll see it says for freelancers, become a Fiverr freelancer. So go right there. Let me see if I can put it here. So I'm gonna
Go.
put the link here, Queen, so you can sign up. She says, "I think I missed my call and I retired from a bank, and customers always wanted to keep on the phone to talk. They would tell me their whole life story." Oh, wow.
Good. Mhm.
Elda says, "Hey, Teresa, how are you?" She says, "Hi, Polo Lunny." Teresa says, "Good, Elda. How's it going for you?" Autism Mummy says, "Thanks, y'all. No problem, Queen." Xavier says, "Please do not just take the survey."
Mhm.
Preach to him, Xavier. Polo London says, "Hi, Eldad. How are you?" Elda says, Teresa, it's okay. Glad we're midweek. Just finished a project certification, and I'm glad the training is over. She said, OVER over.
I
Elda's
said,
so funny. She said, Lord, that was too much. Well, I'm glad it's over, Elda. Hey,
Mhm. I know.
congratulations on passing that certification, girl.
Yeah, no, all right, well,
Go ahead. Autism mom said I had to leave my team lead position due to some corrupt people. Oh no,
oh
autism.
wow.
Hate to hear that. Elda says, "Hey, autism mommy. Hopefully you'll find something better, Queen." Ellen says, "Enjoy your well-deserved vacation." Ellen, we know you got some good news, Queen. So come on, drop it. Drop it like it's hot. And if anybody else has any good news that they want to share, y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat so that we can celebrate you. Eldad says, with the sad face, autism mommy. Autism mom said, hey, Eldad. Eldad says, Polo Lonnie, I'm okay. Teresa says, glad you got your certification completed, Eldad. Autism mommy says, girl, it was for the best. And we know you got about 49 more over there. Autism mommy.
Right.
You got about 49 more side hustles, Queen. Lillian says, hey, Eldad. Autism mommy, Eldad says, I bet. Veronica says, happy birthday, Tan.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Eldad says, hey, Lillian. Autism mom says, Eldad, you know, laugh out loud. Eldad says, congrats, Naya. Veronica says, congrats, Naya. Polo London says, I did an interview with an AI as a study on prolific. Okay.
Oh, really? It must
Wow.
finna go to that. It must be trying to go to that. That's why
Girl,
they
I
do
hope
those
not.
studies.
So you're going to be
Why they
sitting here
do that?
talking to a robot. That's crazy.
Mm.
Xavier says, congrats, Naya. Stacy says, congrats. She says, being that's what's up. I said, wait a minute, Tan, you're in a new location. You're trying to pull a fast one on us and
No, I am in a new location. Not trying to pull a fast on. I'm on vacation, but I promised my sister girl friend that I would get online, and I wasn't able to do it Sunday. So I said I would keep my word and do it today. So I am on vacation, actually in Alaska today.
yeah, who knows, Eldad, where she'll be tomorrow.
So if y'all don't figure it out, I love to travel. That's just me. That's my relaxation. I don't
Now,
know
next
why.
week,
Just
I'll be touching down in Florida on the beach. Hopefully, it won't be raining because I ain't got time to play with Florida.
so
Eldad,
where you decide to go? Where you going? Where you
that's
decide
where
to go?
Tiny
You
Roommate wanted to go.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Go on, Tiny. She didn't get you.
Oh,
My girl. My girl. Mm.
hey, Lucette. She says, hey, beautiful people.
Hey,
Lucette,
hey.
you done switched up on her. You done jumped to Facebook. Yeah, that said, autism mommy girl, no comment. Polo says, I don't have one yet, but when I do, I will let everyone know. Okay, Queen. And I said, good job, Xavier. Is it Stace? I don't want to mess it up. They say, hi, I finally caught y'all live. Yay, well,
Hey.
welcome. Nice says, thanks, ladies. It feels good. I know it does. To get that 400 every month. Leonica
Mm-hmm.
says, hey, Elda. She says, hey, Leonica. Hey, 135. 135 says, hey, two chicks in chat.
Hey,
I hope
hey.
everyone is doing well. Heather says, I've been working for Omni for 5 months and also got on with Cambly. All right,
All
girl.
right. That is a good one.
She says, to
Work
teach in my
both of
spare time.
those.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Heather. Congrats. That's a great one. Hey, Takara. She says, good evening, everybody.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
that says, woohoo, Heather. Hey, Queen Sherry. She says, hey, ladies, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Veronica says, I did one today for a company called Mercor. Okay, girl, go ahead.
Okay. All
Congrats.
right, Queen.
Teresa, I already sent it to her. Teresa was talking about the tsunami,
No.
the earthquake.
Yeah, she had me looking.
Yep, I had her looking at it. Elda says, enjoy your vacation. Oh, the Alaska trip.
Yes.
Polo London said, it felt like a one-way interview, but you're not looking at yourself. Well, who you
Mm.
looking at, Polo London? Is it a robot on the screen, girl? Because this is so weird. Was it anybody, I guess, on the screen for that matter?
I don't know. Well, it got to be somebody's AI. Well,
So
AI
who is it?
generated person.
An
AI.
AI generated person? Girl, that feels
IA.
so weird to me. Because we so
IA.
used to seeing people. I know that
First
had to
name
be
artificial, last name intelligence.
it. You funny. Elda says work hard, play hard, Tan. 135
Oh,
says happy birthday, Tan. I hope you have a great
yeah,
vacation.
thank
Heather
you.
says she lives in Alaska. Oh wow.
Really? Heather, where do you live, child? Where you gonna be at any of these places over here? I'm just
um,
joking. Oh, okay. I, I've never been to Alaska. It's cold. It was cold this morning. I was rethinking my life decisions this morning about this because I was
you
really
so
cold.
funny, your life decision.
Girl, yes. Really thinking, I was like, oh, who idea was this? And everybody looked at me like, yours? I was like, yeah, I'm kind of, it was cold. And I was rethinking it, but it's
Mm.
warming up. So my uncle did it in May, and he said that it wasn't too bad. He said it was still cold. And then this one of the administrators at the school, she did it the week before we came, and she said it was really nice. So I'm hoping,
Oh,
yeah, and it really is a nice cruise, one of the better ones that I have been on.
mm-hmm.
Um, but I think like in the Caribbean, everybody want to just get drunk and party, and this ain't the type of vibe. It's still cool, but it's not that. Like all my senses be open when I go to the Caribbean because everybody be not like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
But here I'm just laid back, so it's cool. I like it.
Okay. Veronica says, Tan, come and visit Southern Indiana. I would love to meet you. Ah, that's sweet.
Oh, I've been to Southern Indiana. I'm actually where I lived was like maybe 20 minutes from the Indiana border in Illinois. So it's really, yeah.
Me says it's still raining. She says I haven't missed a day. No, Meeks.
Oh,
Y'all got to do something about
get it together.
that.
I can't have my love,
um,
my favorite YouTube viewer in the rain. She gonna melt. Y'all gotta do something about that.
Jay Renner, she says, hey ladies, do y'all know anything
Yeah.
about data annotations? We do, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Helen, she's not, I don't see her on here. She worked one of our subscribers, one of our queens, she works for data
Mm-hmm.
annotation.
Plantations. Got a seaplane.
Elda says, it's hurricane season, so it's raining a lot right now. Elda,
Mm-hmm.
do something with it, rain. Sherry says, happy birthday, Miss Tan. She
Happy. Thank
says,
you.
enjoy your vacation and happy birthday, Tan.
Thank
Me
you.
says, Florida is not the summer vacay. I love Florida though, Meeks.
Yes, she
Deonica
do.
says, hey sis Sherry. Naya says, congrats, Eldad. Sherry says, hey sis Deonica. Stephanie says, I definitely need to get one of these listen to call jobs. OCE says, congrats. Stacy, you said it right. Laugh out loud. Lucette says, I'm not by my computer. Oh, okay. 135 says, congrats to you, Heather. OCE says, is Omni a guaranteed hire? Thank you. Nope. OCE, they have assessments just like everybody else. So no, we can't say it's guaranteed. Mm-mm. Steffi says, congrats. Takora says, I love y'all's energy. Ah, thank you,
Oh, thank
Queen.
you.
Here go Teresa. Teresa says, Omni, they pay on time.
Amen. Say it again, sister. You already know.
They do pay on time, though. We'll give them that.
Right.
Jay Renner, she says, congrats, ladies. Meeks, Eldai says, agree. Summer is so miserable here. Hello, London says, yo, it was an AI interviewer. They were asking questions like in a real interview. Wow. She said, with
Mm,
no expressions, laugh out. Girl, I probably would have been laughing at their post.
right.
They would have failed me. They probably would have failed me because I would have been like, you are not a real person. This is hilarious. It's funny to come on the screen and see somebody over here. You thinking you're going to talk to somebody, but it's an AI bot.
Mm-mm.
I probably would have been laughing at that. They would have said, lady, you failed.
Right.
Bye. Get off my screen. Veronica said Alaska had a 7.3 earthquake today. Yep, I saw that on the news.
Mm-hmm.
Elda said, oh, snap. Is it your birthday month? Happy birthday, Tam.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Elda.
Lillian says, happy birthday, Tam.
My
Meek
bad.
says, hey, sis L. Dot. And Queen Heather, she says, I live 35 north of Anchorage in a town called Wasilla.
I just looked it
She
up.
says,
Oh,
really? Okay.
yeah, it's I think the furthest north we're going is Skagway or Juneau, whichever one is most northern. That's the furthest north we are going. But
Oh,
oh,
okay.
I do want to visit Anchorage one day. Don't know why. I just do. Oh, it's a birthday.
Heather
I
says, are
just
you in Alaska now?
yes, I am. I am. I saw a
um,
bald eagle today.
oh, you did? Okay. Did you
Yeah,
take a
it was
picture
really.
of it?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me see. Can I switch see? It was two of them, and they were talking to each other.
What they
Let me
say?
see. I don't know, but can you see it?
Uh-huh. I see something.
That's Larry, girl.
Hey,
You trying to
Larry.
get? That's the hey, Larry. Yeah, it's a hey. You
Okay.
trying to get our hand? Okay. That's
Veronica says 35 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky. Okay.
yeah.
Elna says, hey, BFF Meeks. 135 has a testimony. I made 80.29 on paid viewpoint prolific 345, 71, 67 pending, and 66 on branded survey. Congratulations. That's a nice piece of change on prolific. Congrats to you, Queen. And I said, let me channel my inner storm from Eggman and control the weather. Girl, you so funny. Me said a video went viral with people at Disney World running because it was storming. That's why we do stuff with the kids before summer. Me said, some of you sit at home wrapped up like tank. But me, I always be in Florida in the summer. When it's summer, you know, for us here where we live, we always go to Florida in July. We went last year. We had a good time last year. So hopefully it didn't rain until we were leaving Florida is when it rained. Elna says, nice, 135. Veronica said, laugh out loud, Elda. Veronica says, Mercor has something to do with AI prompts. Okay. Nice to laugh out loud. I wouldn't have been able to hold my lab. Right. Polo London says, we would be interviewing like that in no time. You right, Polo London. You are absolutely right. Because it's like they going to do away with probably like the recruiter having to do it.
Oh,
So
we
you right
moving.
about that. That's hilarious. Y'all probably been laughing so hard though. They would have just said, "No, we don't want you."
Mm-hmm.
Get off this screen, lady. Bye. I couldn't have contained myself. I would have been sitting there looking like, you ain't no real person. Why am I doing this interview with a robot or AI bot or
People were
whatever you
whale
want
watching on
to
that
title
boat.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Jay Renner, she says, happy birthday, Tan. Many blessings
Thank
to
you.
you.
Thank you.
Veronica, can you see us now? She says it's a little blurry.
She was probably talking about my picture.
Oh. Steffi said, oh, wow. Nice. Says, happy birthday, Tan.
Thank you.
135. She said, Polo London, I saw the AI interview study on prolific and thought I'll pass. I thought they might reject me. Jay Renner said, it's a big bird.
Mm-hmm.
Veronica said the picture was a bit blurry regarding about ego. Okay. Hey Naya. Naya said two chicks with a side hustle question. When it says get paid to talk to lonely people, what are we talking about?
I'll let Carol answer that.
Any and everything. Any and everything. So if
I don't
you
think
are
she talking
not,
about. I don't think she know what it means at all. I think
oh, well,
she.
they talking about any and everything there. It may start out saying hello, how are you, and then it may go all the way over there to the left, 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 left,
Now,
left.
I don't think she know what it is at all. I think she's saying, "What is it like? What is when we say what talking to lonely people? What
Oh,
is
so
it?" At?
you're texting lonely men. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're texting lonely men. Yep, you are texting lonely men. They don't know who you are. They'll never know who you are. You are playing a fake female. So you could be Joyce, you could be Deborah, you could be Debbie, you could be Tangi, you could be Carl, you could be Cheryl, you could be Keisha, Renee, anybody. So they'll never know who you are, but you are texting them from the computer or from your phone. 135 says, thanks, Carol. Veronica says, congrats, 135. OCE says, thanks, ladies. Does anyone have any tips for a hotel planner? That one seems to be easy, OCE, from what I've been
Okay.
told. One of my family members, she works for Hotel Planner. So she just said that that one was easy. Me says, still come. You may get lucky. Some days it rains early morning or late evening. Okay. Heather says, oh, you're doing the Southern Alaska cruise. I lived in, I probably say this wrong, Ketchikan for a few
Yeah,
years.
you said that
Enjoyed
right.
birthday. I said it right. Okay.
Catch a can. Yeah, we didn't stop in catch a can because we did Sitka. So we are doing. We didn't get to do catch a can, which I really wanted to do because I've been following this lady named LaDonna. She actually lives in Catch a Can and she gives a lot of good tips. I want to just tell her thank you, but we're not stopping there. But yeah.
Mm. 135 says, thanks, L. Dot and Veronica. Hey, Mika. Mika says, hello, ladies. Can someone tell me
Hey,
how to stop being poor as I am 42 and never been on a vacation?
stop thinking you poor. Stop thinking
Change the
it.
mindset, Queen. Start
Mhm.
speaking rich over your life.
Mhm.
Sometimes you have to speak things into existence. That's what I say.
Yeah. So I'll stop right
2025 at
here.
the beginning of the year, everybody here can say that knows that has been with us since 2025. We will not be broke. We won't be broke.
Mhm. And the things we talk about won't make you rich, but that you can implement them into your life and get you multiple streams of income. So, um,
Mm-hmm.
we have people on here came on here who were homeless, who didn't have anything and left with something. So you just have to apply the things that we talk about to your life and they will help. Now we're not saying they're gonna make you rich, but again, we had one queen said just got on here, said she was able to go on vacation because of her side hustles.
Right.
So it
So
is
get you some
possible.
side hustles, Mika. We talk about them all the time.
Mhm.
Start with the list that I just dropped in the chat, and then if you are open to like mystery shop, I would say take a look at Gig Spot, Presto, Bestmark. Take a look at some of these mystery shop companies. Veronica says 135. How long did it take you to earn on Prolific, etc. that you listed? My Wilson says, Tan, did you feel the earthquake in Alaska today?
Nope, I did not. I did not. I did not. So it's up in the southern tip, which is not this south. They have another little piece like a little island. And no, we didn't feel it.
So the list for the companies that hire people to get paid to text the lonely men, the link is in the chat. Mika said, "Oh, I can text lonely men. What is the name of that job?" And as it's better than texting the last criminal narcissist with 12 kids and no money. Oh wow! It's in the chat, Queen. It's a list of them. Jay Runner says, it's a mindset, Mika, working on it myself. That's why I'm hanging with the Get Money crew. Thank you, Jay Runner. Veronica says, anyone made any money playing games on their phone? Yep.
Mhm.
We have a queen here, Veronica. She's not on here tonight, but she makes 100 a week off of Just Play. Leonica, she's in here. She plays games. Meeks Adorable, she's made enough money to pay a light bill off of free cash. Tan has made money off of free cash. I've made money off of Just Play and Best Play. So yes, ma'am. People have made money playing the games. Sherry says, yes, Veronica, I definitely have. Paulo London says, it's storming here and the power just went out. Now everything needs to boot back up. So I got on my phone. Well, be safe, Paulo London. I hate it when it does that. Naya says, oh, hey, Queen Vanita. She says, good evening, everyone. Happy birthday, Tan, and safe travels.
Thank you.
Naya says, yeah, I think I want a mystery shop. Okay, Queen.
That's a good one.
Veronica says, I think the earthquake was near Sand Point, Alaska.
Yeah, which is up near the top.
I'm gonna drop some links in here for the mystery shop companies. Give me 1 second.
What was it? See, I can't. Hold on, Kara. There.
Okay. Mika says, cool, thanks for the links. Laugh out loud. Veronica says, okay, I'm playing several. Best Play and Playware and Just Play as well. I'm just waiting to see if the pay comes through. Yeah. I think I've been paid out, Veronica, on Just Play probably over 10 times now to PayPal. It's instant pay. I would maybe do like a test. I think you gotta have like $2 to cash out. Maybe get to $2 and then cash out to your PayPal. I want to say I think Leonica, and if not Leonica, somebody else here is doing the plays well. It may not be Leonica. So to the queens that are looking for the mystery shops, this is a good one to start with. If you don't want to leave the house, start with Gig Spot. So Gig Spot, they have telephone and web shops. They also have the in-person shops as well, but I get it. Some of y'all may not want to leave the house, and that's okay because I don't want to leave the house. Now, Tan, she is the one that goes outside of the home and does the in-person shops. I don't do the in-person shops. Now, I might try Gig Spot, though, because they have the audit shops. And the audit shops, if you can count to 100, you can make some money from these shops. So the artist shops, you will have to go into like a Burlington or a Ross store. They may say go in and count the t-shirt rack, count to 100. Once you get to 100, stop right there. And then that may pay 18 to 20 bucks just for you to go in the store and count. You don't have to talk to nobody. You don't have to do an interview. You don't have to present a resume, nothing like that. With the mystery shop, the gaming apps, the survey sites, the task-based sites, you guys just have to sign up. There is no interview involved. You don't have to go and create a resume to get on with these companies. A lot of them you can just literally sign up. If they have shops available in your area, you can go ahead and request the shop.
Mm-hmm. Larry saw a seal, girl.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I had to go look.
So you had to go be nosy.
Yes.
So y'all be sure
Mm-hmm.
to take a look at these mystery shop companies. You don't have to do it right now, but just when you get a chance, look at some of these companies and go research them and then start signing up. See if you can, maybe make 5, 10, 15, $20 off of some of these side hustle sites. Start out small. It doesn't have to be $100.
Mm-hmm.
Ellis is another good one. This is the
Yeah.
apartment mystery shop. Let me get
With
that one.
Ellis, it is possible to make very part-time, $500 a month. And that's very part-time. That's maybe doing maybe 10 shops a month, I would say. And it may be less than that if you get the bonuses, which they have at the end of the month. If you have ever rented an apartment or rented any type of place to stay, Ellis is a good one. Basically, you're just going in acting like a renter. If you have children that you need to take, that will make it more believable. And again, they do pay once a month, but again, they are a great apartment mystery shop. My friend does it very part time, and she can make $500 a month. And if she does it, on a consistent basis per month, she can make anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 a month.
Yeah. So that's a good one, y'all. They do have some good bonuses. The bonus money
Mhm,
could be 50 and up. I've seen the bonus 125
mhm,
and the shop was only 45. So just think about that. One
mhm,
shop, and just say if you're getting 125 bucks and add that to 45, that's almost what, $200 just for one shop?
mhm. Yes,
So y'all be sure to check out
yes.
Ellis. Mika says, I was laughing and shall read about girl, the narcissist and the 12 kids took me out.
Mhm.
Now Wilkerson said, yes, she is playing Adventure Treasure right now on the Benjamin app. All right, Queen.
Okay.
Meek says, I have paid 2 light bills, 1 water off of free cash so far. Then last year I bought my son's back to school stuff off of free cash.
All
So
right,
y'all be
Queen.
sure. Go ahead, Jane.
I said, okay, Queen. Free cash is a good one. We had, like Meek said, she paid her light bill off of their utilities. We had another queen was able to pay her utilities consistent, just like Meek's off of free cash. Queen Helen is not here today, but we have had other queens who have also paid bills and made money off free cash. We had one queen made $800 in a month. Off was it a month? Was it? Off
Mm-hmm.
of free
I think it was
cash.
900. I think she got
Or
9.
something like that. Yep. So
Mm-hmm.
if you enjoy playing games, if you like playing games, check out Free Cash. And also, Meeks made us aware they do pay you to watch the ads too. So that's another additional way to earn income off of Free Cash.
And then take a look at inbox dollars. I have 1050 on inbox dollars right now. So y'all be sure to check that one out as well. The link is in the chat. Veronica says, Meeks, how long did it take you? Hey, Sarah. She says, hello, ladies. Liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Veronica says, okay, some of the ones are saying it takes 7 business days to process into PayPal. Um, Just Play, Best Play, Veronica, for me, those were instant. It took about maybe 1 minute or less, and it was over there. I don't know about the other games. I think Cash Kick, that one takes a few days, and also Inbox, that one takes a few days to cash out to PayPal. I want to say it took like maybe 3 business days before it got to my PayPal account. That's what I want to say about
Mm.
Inbox. Teresa says she's doing play well, $50 so far. All right,
All
girl.
right, Jessica.
Congratulations, Teresa. Me
Mm-hmm.
says it depends on the game and the level, so it's hard to say. Some levels pay 100, some pay $2, so it depends. Naya says I may have missed the explanation, but what's the prolific one?
So Prolific is a survey site, but it's not like your traditional survey sites. Prolific is a company that people who are getting like PhDs who have to do some type of research need surveys taken. They may be doing medical research, may be doing educational research, and they need surveys taken for their qualitative survey portions of their research. So they employ Prolific to take their surveys and put them on their site and let people take them. So Prolific recruits people like you and I who take surveys and want to earn money. And they put those surveys out there to earn money. They pay a little more, well, I'll just say a lot more than your traditional survey sites. And we have people making $50 to $100 a week off of Prolific. But you have to understand that this is a time-based thing. So when school is in, there will be many surveys. There will be a lot of surveys. When school is not in, then it won't be a lot of surveys. So you have to think it in that nature. It's a school-based thing. So school is in from what, August till May, and that's when you'll
Mhm.
have a plenty of surveys to do. Now, when school lets out for summer break, when school lets out for Christmas break, when school lets out, in its colleges, when they let out, then again the work will slow down. So that's why we say have more than one of these type of eggs in your basket, so you can compensate when the work slows down.
Yeah. And I did put the link Queen in the chat for Prolific. They do have
This
a
is
wait list, Naya. Some people have gotten on, got right off
Mhm.
while we were streaming, and some people said it took like a week or two before they got the go ahead. Jay Rena says mystery shopping is so much fun, and you can work it and make good full time money too.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yeah.
you can. 135 said it took 3 weeks on Prolific. She says I average 100 a week, sometimes more. It took about 2 weeks for branded surveys and pay viewpoint. Well, congrats on the 100. Martinez, I'm gonna say Martinez, LD Martinez. They say Sedos.
Hold
It
on,
took
I'll read it. It says, hold on. I know a little bit of Spanish. Hold on. Larry, he would, he'll love this because he
Thank you
loves,
for
it
your
said,
help.
your help.
Hopefully, closed captions will be available soon.
So she says, saludos two chicks, gracias por tu ayuda. Thank you for your help. That's what it says. Gracias por tu ayuda. What that mean, Larry?
Oh, they do. Jay Renner says DoorDash even have the audit shops now. Oh, okay, girl. Miss Wilkinson says they pay instantly on Just Play. The most I cashed out is 10, so I play most of the games on the Benjamin app and the inbox dollars. Taylor to be great says, do you have to be discreet during the Ross audit count?
Sure. And Dawn is not here today.
Um, I don't think you got to
I
be
don't think
discreet
so.
like that, Taylor. You know how you can count like softly or in your mind, because sometimes I do that, but I'm not counting anything. But I'm like looking through the shirts, like moving them down. Like, okay, I don't like this one. I go to the next one. So you could just be, like you shopping really. Ain't nobody gonna be paying attention like that. I don't think. But those I think are easy by far.
Oh,
Some of the easiest mystery shops out there, the audit shops. And those are on Gig Spot. Telephone shops are easy to me because I used to do them a lot
what you
back
say?
in the day. Tan used to do a lot of in-person shops.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
no jam.
I would say try. I would
Yeah.
say try. Maybe do one and just so just kind of see how you like it. Because
Hmm.
I'm thinking about doing a Gig Spot myself.
And
Because Tan don't want to do none. So
I'm gonna leave you alone.
she don't want to shake nothing. I've been
Mm-mm.
trying to get her to go for a
I
year
did
now.
my time. I did my time.
That's
You can do the. I'm gonna do the phone shops
okay.
now.
We can go do one just to see what it's like.
I'm gonna let you do it. You see, you don't do at the house. I have done
I
it. I'm gonna
don't.
do the
I really
phone.
don't. I really
I'm gonna
don't
do
do
the
that.
phone. I'm
Whatever.
gonna do the phone shops
Now
now.
the phone. Now some of the phone shops. Now we've had some queens here to do the phone shops, and they was telling us that some of the phone shops was paying like $5 to $8 to $20 to $30 per phone call. You just have to go on there and see what they have available. Now I think the last time you logged in, Tan, how many did they have? Was it over 1,000?
That was. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up, man.
Okay. I think the last time Tan logged in, they had over 1,000 telephone calls to be made.
Oh,
It may depend though for every. I
yeah,
think everybody won't have the same thing.
because it's telling me 50 now, but it's probably because I can't pull my location.
Okay. Leonica says
Mhm,
congrats 135. Veronica
mhm.
says thank you, my Wilkinson. She says you're welcome. Meek says just make sure your game is tracking at all times. They can be sneaky with it sometimes, so always stay checking. And Veronica says, my Wilkinson, do you mean the Benjamin app? Hey, Live, Love,
You
and
can make
Laugh.
$12. You go to
She
pilot,
says, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
and they'll reimburse you up
Veronica
to
said, Benjamin
$11.
app is legit. I cashed out 123 months back.
Mhm.
Congratulations,
You can buy
Leonica,
$11 worth of they'll reimburse you up to $11, and then you get paid $12.
on
So
the
they pay you
123
$12.
there. Veronica says, thank you, Meeks. Leonica says, so now she's rebuilding her balance on the Benjamin app. Okay. Meek says I made 889 in total on there so far. Could be more, but they didn't pay my 80. Meek, you so funny, girl. But congrats on the
Yes.
889. Right,
Hmm.
we'll take it.
And I would be still salty too.
Leonica says, hello, how are you? Live, love, and laugh. Stephanie says, no, mine is a running total since end of April on free cash sitting at 818. All right, she got
All right.
818.
All
All right,
right.
okay, Stephanie.
Since the end of April, she'd have made $818. So let's think about that. What's May,
That's
June,
good.
July? So that's about what, 200, 300
Got
a month
two a
almost?
month.
Two
Yep.
something. Over 250
Mm-hmm.
a month. Look at that. I need to be playing. Let her
All
play these
right.
games.
You ain't played in a minute. Veronica says, thank you.
Larry looked
I
at me crazy.
appreciate it. Leonica says, congrats, Stephanie. Veronica says, okay. Leah Love and Lass says, hi, Leonica. I'm doing well in yourself. Elda says, you go, Teresa. Veronica says, the prolific won't work for her.
Oh,
Uh, Download says, Misa Dorba, what games you play on free cash? Elda says, Veronica, why do you say that? And she says, woohoo, go for you, Stephanie. You don't need the PhD, Veronica. Tan was saying that the people that utilize Prolific, they're the ones that have the PhDs, Queen. So you don't need a PhD.
Or they are getting PhDs, and
But
they
yeah, they're
part of
getting
their
it.
part of their research is what they call qualitative or quantitative. I can't remember which one. But those surveys are part of their quantitative or qualitative research, which is why they put out these surveys.
Yeah, so you don't need it, Queen Veronica. You can go ahead and sign up. Um, and if you missed the link, Queen, I'm gonna repost it in the chat. So Prolific number 15 on the list, and then Cloud Research is number 16 on the list. You guys be sure to get these two in your basket. Two good side hustles. Stephanie says, thanks all. No problem, Queen. Meek says, I play Animals and Coins. She played Match Masters, Dice Dreams, Domino Dreams, Merge Hotel Township, Hollywood Story, and some others. Veronica says, Elda, thank you. I misunderstood. And she says, most of the studies are from PhD students looking for participants for what they're working on for their dissertation. She says,
Mhm.
understood, Elda. Hey, Miss, that go Miss Tawana. I done talked you up, Queen. So Miss Tawana is here. Miss Tawana is the queen that I mentioned in the video earlier that makes around 100 plus a week from Just Play. How are you, Miss
Mhm.
Tawana? She says, hey, Two Chicks fam.
Hey, hey.
Download says, Meeks, thanks so much. 135 says, thanks, Deonica. Elda says, once you fill out your profile, you get a list of studies that match your
I think
profile,
so.
so there won't be
Whales,
any
yes. Sharks, no.
qualifications that you'll have to get through. Just pay attention and give quality responses. Thank you, Eldad, for the breakdown. Eldad says, hey, Miss Tawana. Marsha say, laugh out loud. Miss Tawana says, and briefly, jobs have me up early. I get it, Queen.
Okay.
Leonica says, you're welcome, 135. Miss Tawana says, hey, Eldad. Leonica says, hey, Miss Tawana, how are you?
Oh, the hell.
Miss Tawana says, hey, Leonica. My Wilkinson
The
says,
green
yes,
sign. What's that green
Veronica.
sign for?
135 says, has anyone heard back from Babel Audio? Veronica says, congrats, Stephanie. 135 says, congrats, Stephanie. Veronica says, thank you. Hey, Queen T. She says, hey, hey, hey. My Wilkinson says, Earn Star is a good site as well for surveys. Each time you reach the $5, you get to do the prize draw. She says she got an additional $3 today. All right, Queen.
All right, fine.
Congrats. Mr. Warner says, keep promoting Cardinal Health. Okay. Leonica says, I have Earn Star as well. Miss Wilkinson. I'm gonna write them down. I keep forgetting about Earn Star. And I know y'all keep mentioning it. Let's see. Earn Star. It's a survey site, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, girl. She says I made lead in 90 days. All right,
Oh,
Miss
well,
Savannah.
congratulations. That is
Go ahead, Queen. Congratulations on making lead.
all right.
Leonica says, and Cash Job is a good one. It's set up like free cash. Okay, I don't think I've heard of that one. Let me write them down. You may have mentioned that one, Leonica. Y'all done told us about so many.
Yeah.
Girl, a bot, get out of here.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to. I can't get it off of there.
It's they done some kind of way we can't. We got to go over there to YouTube. If one of our mods can remove these bots out of here.
It's on Twitch.
Oh, it's on Twitch. Okay, I thought it was on YouTube.
Mm-mm.
Bionica says, congrats, Miss Tawana. 135 says, congrats, Miss Tawana. T. Rice says, congrats, Miss Tawana. Right. Congrats on that lead.
Okay, I can't
Lead
fool.
position, girl.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Leonica says, hey, T. Anybody else got any good news that they want to share? Y'all be sure to drop it in here.
So,
Mr. Wanda says thanks. That's why I said keep promoting Cardinal Health. And speaking of Cardinal Health, one of the companies that we will be talking about on this video, Miss Tawana, is from Cardinal
mhm.
Health. I've heard nothing but good things about Cardinal Health.
Yeah.
Heard it's a great company. Jay Renner, she says, what's Cardinal Health? It's a healthcare company, Queen. And they do have all types of remote jobs, but dealing with healthcare. Lillian says, congrats, Miss Tawana. Let's see. T. Rice says, hello, Leonica. Jay Renner says, congrats, love. Stephanie says, had another interview for a different team lead position today. Okay,
Oh,
girl.
okay.
Well, go
All
ahead,
right.
Stephanie. Congratulations.
Girl, I'm gonna have to get off here because we finna go eat dinner.
Okay, girl.
I'll
Well, go
see y'all
ahead,
on
man.
Sunday. I'll see y'all on Sunday. Oh, it's cold. All right, y'all. See y'all on Sunday. Bye.
Bye, Tam.
That's it.
See you later. Mr. One says, congrats, Stephanie. Sean says, congrats, Stephanie. I hope I said that right. Hey, JW. JW says, good evening. They saying, take care, Tam. 135 says, I applied for customer service but was rejected. I think I was overqualified. Oh, no. I hate to hear that, 135. Maybe you can reapply, but maybe take out some stuff. If you have to send your resume, resend it, but just make it basic. Um, Teresa says, have fun, Tan. Happy birthday. I think Tan's birthday is Monday. Because she coming back home, y'all, on her birthday. So I want to say I think it's Monday. So you know how that goes. Okay. Veronica says, congrats, Stephanie. Sherry says, enjoy your birthday, Miss Tan. Sean says, you said it right. 135 says, congrats, Stephanie. Lillian says, bye, Tan. Sonia says, happy birthday, Tan, and enjoy your vacation. Yeah, she been having fun, seems like. Sightseeing and all of that. If anybody else has any good news that they want to share with the family, y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat. Yeah, take your degrees off 135 and then reapply, use a different email and see if that helps. Sonia says, happy birthday, enjoy the vacation. Eldad says, bye. Oh, you missed her, Eldad. Okay. Mr. Wanda says Cardinal Health does the AI generated resume, so you may have to revise your resume. Oh, okay. Hey, Ursula. Ursula says, good evening, all. Happy Wednesday. Okay, Elza. Hey, I understand, Queen. It's one of them days, right? My little tiny roommate ran me raggedy yesterday. And still trying to go somewhere else today, child. It's her birthday, so. Teresa says, hey, Ursula. And if you missed my video that went up on the channel earlier today, I dropped a no experience non-phone email. And y'all know these email jobs, they do not last long at all. So if you missed the video, I'm going to drop the link here. Be sure to go and check it out. If you have not liked this video and you have not shared this video, make sure you like and share this video as well. And I did drop a part-time, non-phone, no experience data entry on the 2.0 channel. So if you are not subscribed over there, y'all make sure y'all, I'm going to put the link here so you don't have to go and search for it. Thank you, Queen Sherry. She says, happy birthday to the tiny roommate. Girl, spoiled, rotten to the core. And I think it's my fault. Because when she was like the baby in the family, she was like everybody's baby. Baby on mama's side and on her dad's side. Kai says, congrats to everyone on their success. I was busy slamming on my daughter's lasagna. It sounds good, Queen. Elda says, Carl, I didn't realize how stressed and pressed I was the past few weeks. Super glad I'm done with this training. Nesting is next. Well, congratulations again, Elda. Woohoo! I know you are so glad that that is over, the training, girl. It can be tedious and it can get on your last nerve. So I already know you glad it's over. I'm happy for you, Queen. On to nesting. So if you are looking for a part-time data entry, no experience, remote job, the video went up over here on the 2.0 channel. Make sure that you are subscribed over here as well. $135 says, thanks, Miss Tawana. Miss Tawana says, I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Elda says, Miss Tawana, okay, I'll stay for you. Maybe another 20 minutes. Hey, Ronnie. Ronnie says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Queen. Thank you, Veronica. She says, I liked and shared. Ursula says, I'm up late applying. She says, I need a second gig so bad right now. Thank you so much for all you ladies do and for the 2 chick support. Thank you, Ursula. Ursula, what are you trying to do, Queen? Are you trying to work a job or a side hustle? Mr. Warner says, 135, you're welcome. Elda says, happy birthday to my niece. She's adorable, girl. And spoil right, Elda. Mr. Warner says, Elda, thanks, boo. Leonica says, hey, Ursula. Leonica says, hey, Ursula. Mr. Warner says, L. Thanks, boo. Meek says, good night, sis, L. Mr. Warner says, I'm happy too. 135 says, congrats, L. This thing be jumping so fast. Ursula says, congrats, L. I'm so late to the party. Who are you starting with? L. says, so glad, girl. They had elimination rounds after every assessment, and there were 3. Last one was today. Yeah, you so funny. Elda said 135. Thank you. Leonica says, everyone have a blessed night. Going to call it a night. Thank you, Leonica. Have a blessed night, Queen. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to Leonica's channel. It's under her name. Shay C, she says, congrats, Elda. Nene says, I love and appreciate you ladies being the plug on the jobs, work from home. I'm grateful. Thank you, Nene. We try, Queen. Thank you so much. Elda says, Ursula can't name the company, but it's a patient support position, case management. Leonica says, how are you, Shay C? Elda says, thank you, Shay C. Ursula says, if I find a full-time job that pays 25 plus, I'm going for it. But in the meantime, I'm looking for part-time, make my own schedule. I prefer non-phone, but can't be picky. I need money. Try RWS Group. Ursula, we had a queen on here Sunday that was hired with the company. With this one, there's no interview. You can pretty much just work whenever you want. They do have an assessment, though. She said she took the assessment, passed the assessment, and she was hired. So I do see that they have, let me see, search quality rater. I think it pays $15 an hour. And they have one called video and audio annotation and AI prompt evaluation. So they have a couple of remote jobs in the US. So I'm going to drop the link here, Ursula, if you want to check them out. Gracie, hello. She says hello. Leonica says, you're welcome, Carl, and thanks. No problem. Shacy says, I'm doing good, Leonica. Hope you are as well. Mr. Warner says, congrats on the position, L. Dot. Meek says, good night, Leonica. Leonica says, channel name is her name and the number 15. She says, thanks, Carl. No problem. Leonica says, I'm doing good, Shacy. And she says, good night, Meeks. Shacy says, good night, Leonica. Eldad said, Miss Tawana, thank you. Sean says, anybody have any info on data annotation? The queen that works for data annotation, Sean, she's not on here tonight. I haven't seen her. Leonica says, good night, Shacy. Leonica says, good night, Eldad. Hopefully she'll come back on the next stream, Sean. She was here Sunday, but we have not seen her tonight. Mr. Wanda said, bye, Leonica. Until next time. Ursula says, hey there, Leonica. Well, I'm happy for you, Eldad. Leonica says, good night, sis, Sherry. Lillian says, good night, Leonica. Leonica says, good night, Lillian. Ursula says, okay, RWS group, I'll check it out right away. Thank you. I'm fine with assessments. And do you have a link? Yep, I have it. Now says, Ursula, depending on which state you're in, check Omni, Working Solutions, Live Ops, and Next Rep. She says they all have flexible schedule. Make your own schedule after you're done with the training. She says, wow, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I see it. Okay. Nene said, do you by any chance know companies that hire work from home? I have a 13-year-old felony and it's been rough for me. I would say take a look at Williams-Sonoma. The ones that I can think of, Nene, Williams-Sonoma is one. Everrise is one. And a Deco. Now, a Deco is a temp service. So on that one, you'll probably have to go on and type in your state, your city and your state for a Deco. Ursula says, thank you. Elda says, Ursula, thank you. Steffi says, good night. Good night, Steffi. Thank you for joining us, Queen. I don't think we have them up, Elda. We took them down. So we got to put them back. We got to put them back up because, YouTube was tripping with our videos. So Benita says, I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Sean says, thank you. Sherry says, good night, sis Leonica. Eldad says, good night, Leonica. Hey, Dee Dee. She says, Mr. Wonder, which games you play on Just Play to Win 100 or even 20? Now, Dee Dee, the ones that I play on Just Play, the main game on Just Play is Treasure Master. That's the main one. They do have some other ones, but I just feel like this one pays out more money. Seems to me that they pay out the most versus some of the other games that I've played. Nene says, I have a very strong, dependable work ethic with an awesome resume, so I'll get hired and background comes back and immediately fired. Okay, Nene. Well, try the Everrise, the Williams Sonoma, and try a Deco. If I find any more, I will most definitely post a video about the background friendly. Yeah, I said, Carl, my goodness, I hope they leave y'all alone moving forward, girl. What you said, me too. Ursula says, thank you, thank you, thank you. She says, I'm on it now. My goal is to apply to all tonight. I'm with Live Ops. Just got to see what they have. I did the tax one with them earlier this year. Congrats to all and good night. No problem, Ursula. Forest Labs, you just missed her. She was on here. She's on vacation. It's her birthday coming up, so she is on vacay. Miss Wanda says, Dee Dee, mainly the wooden puzzle, but I try to play late when the big bonuses kick in. Well, that's a good tip. Thank you, Miss Tawana. Nina says, thank you. Blessing and abundance. Also, same day pay, work from home position. I know some same day pay, Nene, but I don't know if they going to be felon friendly. That's the only thing. But I do know some same day pay. She is on vacation for his labs in Alaska. Kay says, good night, ladies. As always, I enjoy. See you Sunday. Okay, Queen. Have a great evening. Thank you so much. Elda says, Ursula, you're welcome. I love working solutions, so apply with them after some time. You can work 2 projects at a time. Oh, really, Elda? I didn't know that. Working Solutions, Tan used to work for them. They are a good beginner-friendly company. Yeah. So, Nene, I can put the same day pay here, the ones that I can think of. If you want to go to the site and see whether or not the background, if they do background checks, because I do not know. But Continuum is one that pays the same day. Continuum is one. Alorica is one. They have the daily pay option also, and Sagility is one. But I think all of these do background checks, but I'm not 100% sure. Nene says, okay, it's appreciated, sis. Thank you so much. No problem, Nene. Mr. Wonder says, just play hit double earnings. Usually start in the morning, and most of the time start with double earnings and 150% payout. Yeah, I be seeing that, Mr. Wonder, on mine for Just Play. I don't know about Best Play. I play Best Play, but I don't play them like I play Just Play. I think I love Just Play the best. Just Play, Inbox Dollars, those are my 2 favorites. Elna says, I'm slacking today. Everyone hit the like button. Hit the like button. Continuum, Forex Labs, Continuum, and Alorica. Continuum, Alorica, and Sagility. Those offer daily pay options. And I did post the links in the chat. But I don't know like what they're hiring for, but I did post the links. Elda said, Mr. Wanna taking notes. I'm trying to be like you. Mr. Wanna says, Elda, I got you. Hey, Jeannie. Jeannie says, hi, Carl and Kings and Queens. Hope all is well for everyone. Any work when you want jobs, just using a phone. So Jeannie, not a job, Queen. A company, if it's a job, most definitely you won't be able to use your phone to do the job. But now you can apply to the ones that provide equipment. I'll go and get that link, and then I'll get the link to the companies that you can do from your phone. But these will be side hustles. Won't be a regular 9 to 5 job. No. I have not ever seen a remote job that will let you work from your phone. Unfortunately, I don't think those exist. But I would say if you don't have equipment, look at some of the ones that provide equipment. So here is 71 companies. You will have to go to their sites though to see what exactly they are hiring for. And then I have a list of companies that you can do from your phone, but they are not remote jobs. They are side hustles that you can do from your phone. So if anyone here only has a phone, yes, you can bring in income from your phone, but just not with the job. So the link is in the chat, Queen, if you want to check it out. Then he says, I love hearing Tawana's name. Ursula says, thank you for the tip, Eldad. Then he says, my mom is Tawana. She passed at 45. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nene. Yep, they are state specific, Stephanie. Eldad said, Miss Tawana, I didn't realize Just Play was paying like that until you told us about your experience. Eldad says, Ursula, anytime. Mr. Warner said, Nene, my condolences, but I'm sure she was a sweet person like me. Aww. Crystal says, what is a good Play Games app? Because I don't think Just Play is for Apple users. See, Apple, y'all stuff just be kind of hard, Crystal, to find games to play on that app. So I'll put some things here, but I do not know if they will be on that Apple phone. See, I'm an Android. Tan is Apple. I'm Android. I would say maybe Free Cash, the Benjamin. I think they are on both. Cash Kick, they may be on both. I'm not sure though, but I think the Benjamin is. Not sure about this one. Tester Up. They may be on both as well, but I don't know. Inbox, I think they're on both. Inbox Dollars, I think they are on both. And I says, and folks, legit, hang on. This thing done jumped all the way ahead. She said, legit work from home companies will not send you a check to purchase equipment or tell you to go buy equipment and you will be reimbursed. That is a scam. Amen, Eldad. We talked about that Sunday. So Eldad is saying that if you come across a company and they're saying, well, hey, we're going to send you a check, and you take the check, go purchase the laptop, the desktop, or whatever you want to purchase, and then send us the remainder back, scam, run fast. No real company will send you a check to purchase equipment. They will just send you the equipment straight out. Because think about it. Why would they give you money? You don't even work for the company. You don't even know them. Why would somebody just hand you $2,000-$3,000? That's not how this works. Work from home jobs, they do not ever do that. So if you see it, It ain't legit. Even if it says live ops. Live ops does not send equipment, but I have seen where people will say, hey, live ops is hiring. They're going to send you the equipment. The pay is $25 an hour, $20 an hour for data entry. They don't even offer data entry. And they for sure will not send you a laptop. It is a 1099 company. So always go and do your research. Mr. Wonder says, L. Dot, yes, ma'am. Gina says, okay, thanks for the information. No problem, Queen. Meek says, free cash. Benjamin. Elda says, I know free cash is available for iOS, but not sure if it's only desktop or if the app is also available. Mr. Wonder says, Just Play lost their license unless you already have it installed. So Just Play was on the Apple phone, but unfortunately, y'all, they lost their license with Apple. Don't know what happened, but they're no longer over there. Sonia says, my condolences, Nene, to you and your family. Crystal says, I have inbox dollars. All right, Queen. Elda says, Forrest laughs always, but don't tell them that. Mr. Wonder says, Android has stepped their game up on the Google Play. Okay. Elda says, and they also run this scam with actual legit companies. Call the company and double check first. Scammers are working overtime since 2020. Amen. Mr. Wonder says, common sense says call the bank on the check. They will tell you right away it's a scam. Yep, you're right about that, Mr. Wonder. So we had a young lady here, and she was talking about some shipping company. And she said she did get a check from them. And I was like, don't you go cash that check? She was like, I'm going to take it to the bank. I'm like, ma'am, no, it's not real. Why would a shipping company ship it to you and then need for you to repackage these items and then ship them to wherever? So if you come across, because we've had two queens to come over here talking about these shipping companies, I guess they back on the radar again, but this is one of the oldest scams out there, and it's an easy one because it's like, oh, all I gotta do is just ship. Don't do it. The FBI is gonna show up at your door. Do not, if you see these fake shipping companies online, please look the other way. This was one of like the first scams I think that Tan and myself saw when we first started working from home. This was years ago. So I'm thinking that these scammers is just like recycling. So they coming right back around with this same old scam, the shipping scam. So if you see it, run on past it. Dee Dee says, thanks, Mr. One and Kerr. I play Treasure Master, but I can't get past level 20. I'm going to try the wooden puzzle game. Okay. Jeannie says, congrats to everyone with their job. God is awesome. Amen. Nene says, okay, come on now. Shaking my head. Wow. Elda said, Mr. One, I wasn't paying attention. What game do I need to pay on Just Play? Elda says, I started seeing their emails again and was planning on jumping back in. Veronica says, it's on Android, Just Play. Yep. Elda says, yes, the bank will call the police and have you arrested for wire fraud. Don't do it. Don't do it, folks. Nene says, indeed, use the sense our elders gave us. It's actually a real thing. But see, the thing is, Nene, they know that people need money because I'm going to say this. They study what goes on over here in the USA. And a lot of these scammers, of course, y'all pretty much know are like over in other countries. But they sit here, they study what is happening over here in the USA, and then they play off of people's emotions. So they know that companies are shutting down. They know that people are losing their jobs. So they see people on the TikTok, on the Facebook, posting these reels and saying, oh, I'm not getting this EBT no more. Oh, I'm not getting, this, what is it, housing money anymore. Oh, I just lost my job. And oh, I need a job. And oh, I can't pay it. So they see that. So they get to thinking, those wheels get to turning. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, they need some money. So let me go ahead on and create this fake ad and put out this data entry company that does not exist. That's not real, but I'm going to say $50 an hour, and I'm going to see how many people going to run and sign up for it. So that's what they do. They study what goes on over here in our country, in the U.S. Yeah, that's it. Nene, every ounce of sense. Me says, y'all better go watch the police body cam trying to see how many people getting kicked up for the fraud checks sent from fraud companies. She says, it's your name on it, so you're going down, not them. Exactly. Amen. So that's it right there. So, and then most companies don't even pay with checks. And that's another thing. Like most companies do direct deposit. Now, some of the companies may say your first check will be, or your first payout will be a check, but after that, we'll do a direct deposit. Because sometimes, of course, the direct deposit, it takes maybe like a pay cycle, 1 cycle, 2 cycles before the money actually goes straight into your account. So I could see that, but if you know, number one, you know you did not apply to this company. You got an email. They said, hey, we want to hire you. You know you didn't apply. Number two, you looked the company up. You couldn't find no information about the company. Or you looked it up and the company has nothing on the website about remote jobs. That's red flag right there, even if the company does exist. But sometimes they will use a real company's name that has nothing to do with working from home. Nothing. So your best out would be to call the company and say, hey, I got an email from Jane Doe. She is telling me that you guys want to hire me for a customer service work from home position. Does Jane Doe work here? I need to know before I give my information. Do not give them your information. If you're going to give them information, give them fake information. You can ask questions later about whether it's real or not, but I would hate for you to give out your real information and then you want to come and ask me if the company is real. At that point, I cannot help you. But if you ask me before you give out the real information and I can go and do a little research to see, then I can help you. But once you give them your real information, ain't no sense in coming and ask me if the company is legit. I mean, you already gave them your real information. Me says they just ghost when you get caught. Yep. And they not coming to America. You will never see them. And if they say, oh, well, you got the interview with such and such over here on the WhatsApp, red flag. Or you got to go over here to Google Hangouts, red flag. Or you just cannot talk to anybody on the phone. If you ask for the number, they're like, oh, well, they busy. You can't talk to us on the phone. Big red flag. If it's a real company, they are going to give you their information. And a lot of the companies now, they know that people are scamming. So if you go to the company's website, you'll see on some of the home pages, it'll say, we do not ask you for any information. We do not send you paychecks for equipment. We do not do interviews on WhatsApp. So they don't do interviews, guys, on WhatsApp. They don't use those apps at all. Telegram, WhatsApp, the Discord, Google Hangouts, Microsoft Teams. Some of them use Microsoft Teams. You got to be real careful with that one. The Signal app, those they don't use. And now if it says Microsoft Teams, red flag still, you need to be calling the company and asking, hey, does Carol work there? She wants to interview me. I need to know before I do this interview. They're going to let you know. No, she don't work here. Is she the HR? No, she's not. Nene says, I actually work for one and had something with overseas clients. Now, I worked for like the texting companies that I used to work for. Those were overseas. I worked for several companies, the teaching, tutoring companies that I used to work for. They were over in China. But it's like it was a lot of information online about all of these companies. I saw people that were like the instructors online in Facebook groups. They had a phone number you could actually call. Some of them actually had the HR people here in the United States. People were posting on YouTube that work for the company, other teachers and tutors. So before I gave my information to anybody, I'm checking everything. So I was like, okay, well, I see this teacher, this tutor. Okay, she's showing the classroom. Okay, this is what the classroom looks like, the setup looks like. Okay, this is the recruiter or one of the recruiters. So even if it is overseas, because yes, there are some legit companies overseas, you can still research those as well. Elda says, Miss Tawana, thank you. Yo says, I did that when I was 18 years old, but I was unaware of the shipping scam at the time, and I just really was looking to work. Once I figured it out, I was so scared to even call anybody. I just kept the items. Yep, so don't do it. Don't do that shipping scam, y'all. It sounds easy, and it's easy, but you don't want the police, FBI, U.S. Marshals coming to your house, because 9 times out of 10, they are using somebody else's credit card and it's probably stolen. So they're purchasing whatever, shipping it to you, and then they want you to reroute. Because if they go online and they purchase something and it says, oh, I want this sent to wherever overseas, the company itself is going to be a red flag to the company. They're going to be like, no, we're not going to send this overseas. So that's why they need you, because they're going to send the package to your address, and that's not going to flag anything. They're going to just send it to you, and then from there, you are in turn supposed to go package it up, take it back to UPS, FedEx, DHL, and have it shipped to them. So you don't want to be that middleman, because again, they are overseas. The police is not going overseas to get them. They're coming to get you. So don't do that. Don't do the shipping remote job. Don't do it. Nene says, oh, I see. Okay, good looking. Forrest Lasser, I just started to learn to be a real estate investor, but I can't beat any game on free cash for nothing. Well, congrats on the real estate investor, Forest Labs. Congrats on that. I would say try another game. Maybe another app, not free cash, but somebody else. Elda says they have whole scamming call centers. They do. She said it's one you and hundreds of them. Yeah. And you can look it up on YouTube. It's plenty of videos out there on how they do these scams and how they're in these fake call centers making these phone calls. Miss Roman says, look for misspelled words. Companies like Target, Walmart, Best Buy gives you an iCloud email address, desperately seeking dummies. Yep. Whereas last says the scammers are getting worse and smarter. Yep, because they know that people over here in the United States are looking for work from home jobs. And so if it sounds too good to be true, go and do the research. If you see it in a Facebook group and they saying, hey, I'm the hiring manager, they don't hire like that. If the recruiter is looking for people to hire, they're going to reach out to a work from home channel such as ours or somebody else's. They'll do it like that, but just coming in the Facebook group saying, hey, I'm the manager, I'm the owner, I'm the recruiter for ABC Finances, and we're looking for 100 people. That's not how they recruit. They don't recruit like that. I've never seen a hiring manager do that. Never. Not a real one. I've seen the fake ones, the scammers, but not a real manager. Tawana said, I meant, but the hiring manager gives you an iCloud email address for a corporate America job. Oh, okay. Nene says they're even using Indeed as posting jobs. So yeah, so now you have to be careful on Indeed and on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is another one that people now are saying, I don't go on LinkedIn, but I hear people saying that they have seen tons of scam jobs on LinkedIn as well. So you have to be careful, because again, they will make it seem like it is real, but you must go and do some research. 1 to 2 minutes to look for a phone number, maybe 5 to 10 to call the company and say, hey, is she the hiring manager? I need to know. I saw an ad on Facebook. They may even ask you to screenshot the ad to them just to see. Eldar says, and don't agree to interviews via chat, WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook Messenger. Yep. And a lot of people are agreeing to, especially Facebook Messenger, because they are on Facebook. So it's like, okay, well, just PM me or DM me for the information. Big red flag. They don't do that. Yo says, Malone Healthcare is one of the recent scams I've seen like that. It's a legit company and they are using a actual worker's info, but it's definitely a scam. Oh wow. So what are they doing, yo? Are they doing a shipping scam through Malone or just some other type of remote job scam? Elda says, I was in the middle of typing that car. You ready? She says, ha ha ha. Mr. Wonder says that part. Veronica says, go to Glassdoor to see what the median pay is for whatever position you are interested in. There you can see what is a normal pay. Yeah. I don't really like Glassdoor, Veronica, because sometimes I feel like the people that go on there and post the pay is sometimes it's way out the norm. To me, it's just my opinion about Glassdoor. But I feel like Reddit is a good source. Reddit has a lot of what they call the subreddits where you can go in and kind of see and interact to see what people are saying about these companies. Eldar says, don't be blinded by the paper hour rate that you create a bigger headache for yourself. Well, that's how they're going to get you, Eldar. They're going to say $50 for data entry. And of course, we all want data entry, right? So we're going to see the $50. We're going to light up like a Christmas tree. And we're going to be like, oh, well, it's $50 an hour. I need this money. But it's a fake job. Forrest Last says, I had one nearly scam me on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is a big no-no. I'm glad you figured it out, Queen. Eldar says, yes, because they will get you in those meetings, take your picture, and use that for another scam. Yeah. Nene says, well, with the packages. Yep, don't do the packages. Eldar says, or that link will give them access to your computer and spyware can be added with that. And don't click on no links either. Forrest Last says, red flag. Nene says, and remailing them out. Yep, that's what they want. Eldar says, y'all, these scammers are 1,000 steps ahead. Jay Renner says, oh, let's talk about all the lame wannabes messaging, flood, and Facebook friend requests make me so mad. They probably some scammers, Jay Renner. That's the only thing I can say. Nene says, that's scary. Wow, that makes complete sense. Mr. Wonder said, red flags for the get rich quick investments. They steal your info from there too. Jay Renner says, yeah, like the money orders to deposit into your bank account. Nene says, I feel Cash App is scam with others. Forrest Last says she is on misplay. Veronica says LinkedIn is really bad with the scam job. She says, okay, thanks for the info. Forrest Last says, Lord, we can't win, but Indeed has a lot. We can use AI to ask if they're a real company, especially Gemini or ChatGPT. Nene, yeah, they legit, Nene. I don't use Glassdoor. I just feel like sometimes not the reviews, but the amounts of pay. Sometimes I feel like they just balloons like payment, the amounts. Like if it's a data entry for Conduent, and I know that Conduent pays 15, but you go to Glassdoor, you may see 25 an hour. So I'm like, that's not true. Elna says, I see that and tell them to send it to them. Oh, you so funny, Elna. Yo says it says customer service from Malone Healthcare talking about $45 an hour. Child, that is retarded. That's wild. But somebody gonna fall for it. Somebody gonna see that and they gonna say, wow, a customer service job paying 45. I'm finna apply. You already know. Veronica said they will also use the MS Teams too. Yeah. Mr. Wonder said, Nene, definitely do not give anyone your cash app. I just posted on Facebook my birthday and put my cash app. Somebody hacked my cash app. I had to call customer service to shut down my cash. Oh, wow. For real, Mr. Wonder? I'm sorry to hear that, Queen. Elda says, yo, she says they're not even trying to hide their scamming with that one. She said customer service does not pay 45 an hour. Now, Elda, somebody gonna see that number, that figure, and they gonna be like, I'm gonna apply. You already know. T said, laugh out loud, Elda. And I said, Veronica, a lot of legit companies use the Teams. For them, it's an alternative for Zoom, but ask lots of questions, look for red flags, and don't be quick to jump into a Teams. Y'all said some good stuff on that one right there. Them scams, honey. So again, everybody, if you see a company and maybe you're familiar with the company, it's like, oh, okay, Alorica hiring, and Alorica has never posted a data entry company, you might want to go to the real Alorica site. Don't click on their link. Go to the site and see if you see that position posted. Now, if you see it posted, apply from Alorica's website, not from their link. Especially if it's somebody saying, oh, PM me, DM me, I'm gonna send you the information, and just send me a PM and I got you, I'm gonna send it. A real company will not ask you to DM them, PM them. They will not be on Facebook recruiting at all. On TikTok recruiting, no, they don't recruit like that. Now, if you see us talk about it, maybe another work from home channel talking about it, okay. But if it's somebody on Facebook and they're saying, hey, I'm the hiring manager, hey, I'm the recruiter, hey, I can get you hired, you better run from those. Well, now if you just ask them, well, give me the company name, sometimes they don't even want to do that. I've seen them where they'll say, well, no, you got to PM me to get the information. Red flag. And I said, work from home companies, remote work, virtual positions follow similar hiring process as in office jobs. Nene says, so sad, honey, because I was praying our Father God, hoping up, down, talking about 28 an hour. Fool me. And I said, just because they are work from home doesn't mean they don't have a real hiring process with an HR department. They do. She says, and don't read to messages from randoms, textbook, Facebook, Messenger, to WhatsApp, but you didn't apply to, right? Nene says, what about Rat Race? Yeah, they legit. She been around for years. Mr. Warner says, yes, they have. Yes, they was moving fast. They had changed my password and everything. Made me angry. Luckily, I did not have any linked accounts that was open. Good. But Nene, I still would say do your own research on anybody's platform. If they legit, you still got to do your own research, Queen. You still got to go and research. Yeah, I said, Nene, they do have full-time remote jobs that pay well, so it's possible depending on your industry and your skill set. So I'm going to drop the link in here. We're going to go on and get to the jobs, because I think I've been on here for what? Let me see. Almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. So Tan did put this, good old Tan. She did put this is linked together with this list of companies on here for you guys. Veronica says, check out Teleperformance for a customer service call center type job. Yeah, I have heard of them. So we have 5 non-phone companies on this list. Now, one of the companies is Humanatic. Number 2, that one is a side hustle. So we really got 4 and a side hustle. So the first company on here is Maximus. So Maximus has a quality control, quality assurance temp lead. Now it says temporary. It is a full-time job, but it does say that it is temporary. It says This will be a limited service position. You will be hired on a contingency basis with limited time of service. I don't know how long. I do not see how long. It doesn't say. So this one, you will work on assignments that are moderately difficult, requiring judgment in resolving issues, follow procedures and directions to access the quality of service providing through monitoring incoming calls and other work types which focus on the quality of customer service, accuracy of information provided, and adherence to established policies and procedures. Conduct call monitoring sessions to ensure workers are performing in accordance with established quality and performance standards. Provide feedback on call monitoring results. Evaluate recorded and or transcribed interactions of a complex nature between the caller, the chatter, correspondent, and the worker. Now this one, I think this one is it pays really, really good. 23 to 33 is what I see. High school diploma or equivalent with 2 to 4 years of experience. Associate degree, just preferred. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you still can apply. Must have training or education in the area of specialization. So that is Maximus. Now the next one is Humanatic. Tan and myself, we both have accounts with this company. Basically with this one, you are listening to recorded calls, auto dealership calls. So you have to place them in a category. So you listen to the call. If the person is asking for sales, then that will go in the sales category. If they're asking for parts, that one will go in the parts category. If they're asking for service, that one will go in the service department. Number 3 is a quality manager at a company called Gainwell. Now, for this one, you will participate in customer and client listening programs to identify customer needs and expectations, monitor the effectiveness and quality of incoming calls and accuracy of prior authorization decisions, determine weakness in performance and establish solutions to improve, ensure compliance with the company's quality systems, identify process improvement opportunities, and coaching to agents. It says bachelor's degree preferred, but it's only preferred. Required learn Six Sigma in quality assurance and training experience. 5 years of leadership experience, also preferred. Strong attention to detail, exceptional listening and analytical skills, excellent communication skills, both written and verbal. Now, those are required. Excellent organizational skills, ability to handle multiple tasks under the deadlines, strong knowledge of customer care processes and techniques. I'm not reading everything. I'm kind of skipping around because I'm trying to get to the end. Cardinal Health, this is the company that Miss Tawana works for. They have a quality assurance senior coordinator, remote job. This one, it says, leads the team by evaluating calls and assessing the application, monitor and evaluate team performance, ensuring adherence to company quality standards, analyze and provide weekly and monthly trend analysis to leadership, provide support to leadership by participating in and hosting internal and external client collaboration sessions. So this one, guys, I see here, call monitoring audit experience preferred, case audit experience preferred. Everything on here says preferred except for strong customer service, quality background, excellent verbal and written communication, strong prioritization skills, high regard for quality of service, ability to prioritize and manage multiple responsibilities, experience handling the task where attention to detail is critical, 3+ years experience in related field preferred. This one pays 17 to 26 and they do provide equipment. So you really don't need experience for this one. And this one is I think like a lead position because it's a senior coordinator. So senior coordinator, quality assurance, Cardinal Health is the company. The queen, Miss Tawana, she is a lead with this one. She became a lead after 90 days. So y'all be sure to check that one out. And then the last company is called Clear Captions. They have a captioning quality assurance supervisor. This one says conduct direct call monitoring to access the quality and accuracy of captioning services, work with the third-party monitoring processes to ensure unbiased evaluations and comprehensive quality assessments, develop and maintain standardized evaluation criteria and processes. Now, this one, bachelor's degree or equivalent work experience. So if you have the bachelor's degree or the work experience, then you can apply. 2 years in direct management or some type of supervision, experience in monitoring and evaluating BPO captioning services, experience with third-party monitoring processes, experience in workforce management, experience in vendor relations management, respectful and outstanding leadership skills, excellent verbal and written communication skills. The pay for this one is $59 to $72K a year. So y'all be sure to check out all of these companies. Make sure you guys go and research them as well. And the link is in the chat. It's to want to thank you, Queen. Elda said she gave you 50 instead of 20. Girl, you so funny. Thank you, Queen Nene. Mr. Wanda says, Elda, you're the boss chick. She says, all right now. Thank you, Mr. Wanda. Elda said, right now she the sleepy chick. Girl, you funny. Jay Randall says, good night, I will pick back up tomorrow. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Lisa. Nene says, Veronica, yes, I work through Teleperformance for a while. See, SR for U.S. Bank. Oh, okay. Now, U.S. Bank, they hire direct, Nene. So the link is in the chat, everybody, and I'm getting ready to end this live stream. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. If you have not liked and shared this video, please, please, please do so. I just know about the typing, Veronica, the typingtest.com. I'm not sure about the transcription. Well, it's the same thing, really. Transcription and typing is basically the same thing, Queen. I've had several transcription companies, and basically you're just typing. You're listening and you're typing. The only thing with the transcription, you can stop and start the audio. So you can stop it if you miss something, and then you can start back. Thank you, Sonia. Sonia says, good night, everyone. Thanks for all the good jobs and the tips. Thank you, El Zot. Thank you to the mods. Shout out to y'all. Autism Mummy, Teresa, El Dot. Thank y'all so much for joining this live stream tonight. And I will see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to go check out my video that went up on the channel today. No experience, non-phone, email job. And I think this one pays like $22 to $24 an hour. Bye, everybody. Y'all have a good night.